That's it, lovely. Perfect.
Yeah, when we was going back around all the venues, there was all these albums of different photographers, and like Neil says, every one we picked up, it was just Stacey's, and she was so creative, and that's what really drew us to it. And
she was the photographer at my now brother-in-law's wedding.
We kind of liked the funness actually of the album. That was one of the main reasons.
She was very unintrusive. Was very polite to everyone. You know, wasn't pushy or in people's faces, and it really stuck in our minds that she was just very, very professional.
The website itself is just very professional anyway. It is a lovely looking website.
Easy to navigate, he was really clear, it was really nice looking at all the example pictures of other people's weddings, get an idea of style and you know what things you might like on the day. Definitely gave us ideas of things like particular pictures that we wanted that we would never have thought about unless we'd seen them on the website, so I found it really useful.
It was just so quick. We went on, we chose all the photos that we really wanted, and even though we had 600, 700, 800 whatever it was photos to choose from,
for our friends and family also to be able to look at our photos once they went live on her website. I think that's a brilliant way to actually for everyone to view them and be able to, you know, choose the photos that they want from her website as well. When first meeting Stacey, we thought it was like brilliant. She was so bubbly and she really welcomed us.
I just felt like she knew exactly what she was doing, and that's what you need, so I felt very reassured.
We were really impressed by all the different albums, all the different pictures and packages.
They gave us advice, but also went with our ideas as well, which we really liked.
We ended up upgrading our album after not being allowed the one I wanted. I finally got it.
It's not just the types of albums you do, it's the types of frames.
Really high quality. I would have loved any of the albums. I wouldn't have been disappointed with any of them, but I do think the storybooks particularly are my favourite.
it actually changed their mind, didn't it? What we actually wanted in the end.
We used her thank you cards and they were also absolutely brilliant, and we've had so many comments because they're now in frames, because that was the beauty of actually the size of the thank you cards as well.
But we went for the wishing well that Stacey has well, which was really nice, and it was loads of people noticed it, and they certainly commented on it on the actual day of the wedding.
There's so much variety in all the different parent books and everything, it's amazing.
Massively.
Yeah. Knowing how welcoming she was. On the day we were very relaxed anyway, but the general advice about how to sort of just be natural on the day helped produce the best natural photographs which we wanted, because we didn't want photographs that were just very posy and sort of statue-like. We wanted really natural ones.
We had like a list of how we wanted our photos taken, or what we thought would be the best way.
In a way, it's more like having a wedding planner to a certain extent on the day.
And she laid the day out how she thought would be better, and it turned out absolutely great.
Really helped with the running of the day, timings, which, you know, as getting married for the first time, you have no idea.
The amount of time it takes to do our photos just after the service as well, that was something that in my head, I don't know why, I just thought 30 minutes, 45, but obviously it takes a lot longer because you need to take that time, because it's your day and it's important to get those moments, and Stacey did that. She did that very well by advising us on the time, and it ran like clockwork for the whole day. So the 2 or 3 different aspects that we did actually tweak and change through the advice that Stacey gave us was invaluable. Because
she just knew exactly what she was doing, you didn't have to worry about it. And for me, particularly as a bride, you've got so much to think about on the day that you don't want to be worrying about someone else.
All the guests commented how easy like all the photo taking were, and
in no way intrusive, made our guest feel relaxed.
Yeah, there's a lot of interaction with the guests, which was important.
We went off for the first half an hour and it was really relaxed, and actually we really needed that actually afterwards.
It wasn't in
it
the
just
face
seems
or
to
anything,
run
was it?
smoothly
Yeah.
as well. I think you can go to some weddings and the photographs seem to take ages.
Stacey felt more like a guest at our wedding than the photographer, because she's a very friendly person, I think, and I think when she was there, just like snapping away and stuff, you don't really notice her there half the time. She's really good.
She just kept the whole place relaxed throughout, so it was absolutely brilliant.
It was basically the organisation of the whole day, not just photographs.
Some of the most important photos were obviously the bride getting ready with all the bridesmaids.
I mean, we had loads of pictures. We were a bit picture crazy, you and I. We went to a lot of weddings where people hadn't sort of told people what pictures they wanted, and their photographers hadn't told them that they needed to provide like lists.
You've only got a certain amount of time, so she was very organised with that and made sure that we got our photos done, still spent time with the guests.
She kind of gathered me and the ushers up, and we got all of our photos done really well. Had quite a laugh doing it as well, which is always quite important.
You know, everything just ran smoothly, it ran to time, but with no worry, no hurrying you along or anything like that, was there?
There's a lot of those groupings of photos to be taken, and Stacey knew what she wanted, and she got it every time, and it flowed beautifully.
She was always available on the phone, via email, letters were sent quickly, faultless.
Could always come whenever suited you, so that was really handy, late nights, after work.
It's really, really good that Stacey is as up to date as she is, because I'm sure there's probably other photographers and other businesses that don't kind of work through Facebook, even in this day and age.
You know, everything that was said would be sent was sent. The day after the wedding, a really nice message saying, you know, how much you'd enjoyed being at our wedding. And then, thank you cards were ready as soon as we came back from honeymoon, coming for the viewing, everything was easy.
It's almost like, as cheesy as it may sound, it's almost like talking to a friend, because we know that we can ring around, ask her a question, she'll give you an honest answer, and then that's it, and then you're done, and you can just move forward with it. You don't have to then think of another 1,000 questions, you get your answer straight.
People have been shown how to lace your dress up and things like that, but you don't take into account that everybody's getting ready, there's nerves, a bit of excitement, and so having a female photographer, that was easy to get you in your dress, get it laced up, taking my veil out partway through the day without anyone sort of having to worry about it. So for me, female photographer was great.
The end result for us it was absolutely phenomenal, because the photographs we got out of it, which we knew we would, were so creative and so amazing. But in terms of service of her doing things, it would be the organisation of the day. She was just much more than a photographer on the day of our wedding.
I think the personal touch is just, as I say, it doesn't feel like you've paid a photographer to be there. She's just like, it seems like one of your friends, I think.
Friends taking pictures.
Yeah, basically, she makes you feel so relaxed.
Probably my magical moment. She brought a can of magical because it was really, really hot. We got married on the day we got married, and she's kind of spraying me constantly with it up my dress. It was quite comical.
I think it was just personal, you know, little things like, do you want taking my perfume with you, taking my veil out, hooking my dress up in the evening, just those little personal things that meant a lot to me.
I think it's more having two people taking the photographs. You know, you've got the main photographs that are being taken, and then there's someone else taking all the reportage that really captures parts that you would probably miss as a bride and groom, you'd probably miss on the day.
I think everything from start to finish, I know that might sound silly, but actually, like, from start to finish, everything's been memorable, just because Stacey's made sure that we've known exactly, you know, where we stood from the word go, and if we needed to ring her or ask her any questions, or we were concerned or worried about anything, then, you know, she was always there. So I just think from start to finish, it's just been memorable working with her.
An amazing time for us, actually.
Yeah. We just got back off honeymoon. They was done very quickly, weren't they?
Yeah.
So we came round one evening, and Stacey left us to it with a cup of tea and biscuits, put it on the big screen for us.
And chocolates.
Yeah.
Lights off, big screen.
Really
so
nice.
we sat there,
it was
had
nice
the music
because
playing.
we got to see him for the first time as well, so it was a very exciting night.
Yeah, but I would say, some people, you just view the photographs, but I think with Essex photography, it was an experience viewing the photographs, so yeah, we won't forget that.
And it was quite funny because from a groom's point of view, I'd heard horror stories from mates who had been married who had said that going and viewing the photos was just an absolute nightmare because you had to keep going back and forward and choosing them and not choosing them. But it was so easy because we came here, viewed them on the screen. You know, that was all done in no time at all. So it was just really, really easy.
We were able to see all of our images on the 60-inch telly behind you, which was absolutely brilliant. Just sitting here, you know, we wanted to have the first impression on how they came out and what they looked like, and it was absolutely lovely. Like, just coming back and being able to see them, brilliant. Loved it.
Exactly what we wanted.
Yeah, perfection.
I mean, we're thrilled with the album.
First class, I think, yeah.
Definitely.
Everybody actually sees the album first, because the way it's presented in like a briefcase and everything is quite, it does laugh a bit. It is amazing when you open it, the way it's been set out, like Essex photography shows how she thinks the photo should be set out, and it's just I think a first class service that, you know, I can definitely, we've highly recommended to some of our friends that get married next year.
Yeah, really high standard, high quality, and being able to view them on the website, everyone else being able to view them on the website, and just seeing your photos of your day, we were just quite amazed, weren't we, by some of them. You don't realise what you're getting.
The feedback from other people as well.
Yeah, has been
you know, how amazing the photos were.
Outstanding. We couldn't have asked for better quality photos. Couldn't have asked for better quality service from Stacey, from Chantel, from anyone involved with Stacey's business. There's nothing you couldn't ask for anymore.
We need to say to answer that is that we bought the whole of the album.
Yeah.
We didn't just have an album, we bought the whole
About
disc.
600 photos.
The fault of trying to get the photographs down to about 60, what we planned to do was just impossible. Our main aim was to get natural looking photographs, and she hit everyone on the head, and the photographs are just so creative, it just wasn't like a normal wedding album, so most definitely.
I think as we look back at some of the photos now, most of them were just laughing. It's just because it's just felt such a fun day, doesn't it? It was like, I think people say that they're not also regimental.
They're not staged.
No, they're not. They're just, as I say, it's totally showed how me and Louise are, I think, and like Stacey made us feel so relaxed that we could be ourselves and not think, oh, we've got to stand and smile at camera.
That we got all the family shots and all our friend shots, but that there was just time as well to have some more casual shots of just the reportage as people are walking around, and there's loads of stuff that we missed on the day, obviously, because we were having our own pictures taken.
Essex Photography took us before we had like an engagement shot as well in the woods, which I think also helped us get an understanding of how the day was going to be, because it obviously
how the camera works.
Yeah, it got us to interact with Essex Photography a lot more, but I think it made us feel a bit more comfortable with how the shots were going to turn out, because we really enjoyed it, didn't we? I definitely recommend it for
we're
couples.
We're both not the best picture people.
No, I
we
definitely
don't take loads
it.
of pictures, so we were a bit nervous, but actually, it did really make us a lot better on the day.
Yeah.
I think SE Photography do get a good grasp of the type of people that you are, and what you would like and what you wouldn't like, and what would make you comfortable. And there was nothing at all that I thought, I didn't like that, or I didn't want to do that, and catching us both together, and those things which aren't necessarily posed, those little snapshots you get then, were what we really liked.
Absolutely, everything about the photos was definitely us, from start to finish. Like Stacey chose where to take them. She knew exactly how we wanted them, because we had discussed that obviously before, like how we wanted our photos, and she captured the images beautifully.
I'd probably say just a well-oiled machine, but singly, professional, friendly,
Definitely
and creative.
SE Photography and the team was so easy to deal with that it just kind of took all the worry of thinking or having to worry about the pictures.
I think quite unique in some parts of what you offer. Just personal, understanding.
Outstanding, brilliant.
Definitely. I already have recommended it to other people, but really for me personally, just the creativity of the photographs were amazing, but what she added to our day, help our day run better, is also another reason why I'd have her.
Definitely would recommend, because our pictures come out so lovely and everyone comments on how wonderful they look, and so they speak for themselves really, and actually friends have already booked for next year, so for next year, I get the right year, she's just such an easy person, and the company is so easy to deal with that you know that you're going to get a really good end product.
And we would recommend them to absolutely anyone who asked us for a photographer, definitely.
It's a video wedding album.
Have a flick through, see what you think.
Oh, Stacey, it's brilliant.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Really
you
lovely.
like that?
Oh, thank
Really
you. Yeah, it's brilliant.
You're
thank
welcome.
you. Oh,
There's your parents' albums.
Oh, I love them.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really exciting again.
Yeah.
Just when you think it's all over.
There's your disc. The first line's on the front for you.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
I like them.
So it's got
Oh,
pictures
that?
on there. Because you photographed the album.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's really
All your wedding
good.
pictures in there.
Oh my god, it's ours! That's so exciting!
Smooth.
Help yourself, it's your album.
That's so exciting! Help me open it! Oh, I can't even open it,
You
I'm
can't
so
remember to open it,
excited!
can you?
Is this really going to be on film?
Oh my god. It's so beautiful. Oh my god. That's just brilliant. It's the best thing we've ever done. Literally.
That's one of our favourites.
That is one of our
Everyone who sees it was going, oh my god, that's amazing.
How amazing. I love it. Oh my goodness, it's come out amazing, Stacey. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so
You're welcome.
much.
Thought I'd surprise you with that.
I was so surprised. Don't know if you noticed that by my reaction.